I go, there's always some sort of...
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me Julia and Justina from Catholic Conundrum. You've seen them on my channel before, but I thought now would be a perfect time to bring them back with back to school time coming up. These two are both in college and going to college this year, and we wanted to share some tips that might be helpful for you to decorate your dorm in a way that reflects your faith. Okay, so Julia, you are midway through your time in college, and so what tips do you have that you have done so far?
So, first off, I have a huge devotion to Divine Mercy. So, wherever I go, there's always some sort of Divine Mercy image or something along there to remind me of the mercy of God for humanity. So, in my room, I have this little image of Divine Mercy that's actually kind of set up on my dresser. And so every time I go to get clothes out, I see that, and it's a really nice reminder. Also, I have a room blessing plaque on the wall, which I know these are a lot of plaques, but it kind of works out. But basically what it is just a picture of Jesus and a picture of Our Lady, and they're just sort of there. And then in the middle, there's like a room blessing prayer, and then usually it's blessed by a priest, just so that you have a nice blessing for your room, which is both a reminder and also like a special thing to have in your room. That way you know you're protected in your room.
So if you had that, would you just bring that to your priest and ask if he could bless it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just get it and then get a little blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's great because it blesses everyone in your room, not just you. So anyone who comes in also gets blessed. And then also, thirdly, I have this prayer for Marian consecration if you've done it. Right next to my bed when I wake up, which is a great reminder to consecrate the day to Mary right when you wake up so that you don't forget. And also, I thought about putting blessed oil on my windows instead of holy water, which can evaporate, so the blessed oil will stay put. So if you happen to have some oil laying around, you can just go up to a priest, ask him to bless it, and then you can stick it on your window and it'll stay there, which is really nice.
And that's different than holy oil, right?
Yes, that's for sacraments, like chrism oil, like for confirmation, you get anointed. That's very different than blessed oil.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Cool, that's an interesting idea. I would have never thought about the evaporation element of water. Because one of my tips was to have a holy water font in your dorm room, and that's one thing I didn't have, but I visited people at a college where they had those and it was just so normal for them, and I thought that was an excellent idea. And you can find a lot of great ones on Amazon for pretty relatively inexpensive, like $10, $15. You can have a really nice holy water font, and then you can just add holy water when you go to church, and it's just like a nice reminder of your baptismal promise and a nice thing to have in your room.
Absolutely.
So I know a lot of you are into a more minimalistic style, and so I thought it was perfect to ask Justina what she is planning on doing, because some people don't want to have a bunch of crazy decorations everywhere. So what are you planning on doing to reflect your faith in your life, in your room when you go to college?
Yeah, so I'm very minimalistic. I like having things freed up. I don't like things on the walls, especially. They stress me out. So I'm not going to be hanging up a bunch of plaques or anything with prayers. One idea that I had that I really want to do is just have like a prayer corner or a prayer space in the room where I just hang up like a crucifix or something on the wall, and then put a little bench or stool or something like that on the floor, and so I can just sit there and pray by the crucifix every day.
That's a great idea, to just create that central space in your room where you can go to pray. That's awesome. What a great idea.
Okay, so you were in college and you're out now, but what were some of the things that you did?
Well, one of the biggest things that I think was awesome in helping me when I was in college is I made sure to have my rosary right next to my bed on a hook. And it was just great because it was always that reminder in my room, and then also as I was going to bed, it was right there for me to pray. I also made sure I had a bookshelf right next to my bed where I kept my Bible, and so I made it really easy to just fall into doing prayer and reading the Bible while I was in school. So those things helped. I also had a crucifix on the wall and some other decorations.
That's so important to have all that stuff out and visible because it's such a great conversation starter. Like even with just your roommate, maybe they're not Catholic and they'll be like, why do you have this on the wall? And you'll be like, oh, because of this. Or have some friends over and then you can see the rosary and be like, oh, what's that there for? And then you can explain. Or, yeah.
Absolutely, that's so true. Just that conversation starter, especially like this is a time where people are kind of coming in and out of your room, and when else in life do you have random people coming in and out to
especially
socialize?
The first day.
Yeah, so it is awesome to have something where people can recognize your faith, and it could be a conversation starter for you, which is really an awesome tool for evangelization in a sense, but also for your own self. It's kind of just a great thing to do. Well, great. Well, thank you for sharing your tips. That was really helpful. I hope this helped you all. And if you have any additional things that you've tried to incorporate into your dorm when you were in college or that you use in your home, we would love to hear them in the comments below. So feel free to give any tips that you have. And again, thank you guys from Catholic Conundrum for coming, and make sure to check out their channel as well. We also have a video that will be going up on their channel at Catholic Conundrum, and you should definitely check out their videos. They have fun, worry-free content for the whole family. And I also love their music that they create. They have so many original songs that always get stuck in my head, and they're just a really talented group of people. And so make sure you check them out. And thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.